Most of the ports on the west coast in the US are closed down. The union representing the longshoremen are on strike. This represents a huge amount of import-export business for the US, which evidently goes to North America. The fear is that this is going to cause inflation if this continues. I'm not so sure it's going to cause inflation in the short term. If it continues for months, it will eventually, but I don't think companies are going to raise their prices just because they're short on a product for 30 days and then have to drop the price again. I think they raise prices when there's a future expectation of higher prices that is going to be sustained. And in this case, that is not the case. It's, prices will come back down once there's more supply. Okay, so I don't think inflationary. However, the bigger issue here is how the longshoremen are holding North American economy hostage. The really sticky point of this disagreement is automation. Sure, they're asking for higher wages, which is understandable given the inflationary world we live in, but they're wanting to halt any kind of automation within their industry to protect their future jobs. And I strongly disagree with that. How does North America become a productive society and compete on the world stage if our ports, which are responsible for, bringing in imports and exporting goods to other countries, are very inefficient? It's going to become a bottleneck. We need to be very efficient in importing, exporting goods so that we can move more faster. And look at this table here. This is a table of the ports around the world. This is World Bank data, and it shows you how efficient each port is. The first North American port to show up on this list is at number 53. 53, and that's Charleston. And Charleston isn't even one of the ports striking. That's on the East Coast. So it's just crazy that the ports in the US are very inefficient, and the strike that is now taking place is to keep them from being more efficient. Strongly disagree with this. This is a prime example of some of the motives and issues with North America, and why, specifically in Canada, and why our productivity is horrible. We need to change the thinking. We need to adopt technology. We need to be technology first. And new jobs will get created, and some jobs will disappear. But in order for our standard of living to continue to increase over time, we need to always be looking to increase productivity. And when you have a high productivity, you can pay people well. So, it goes hand in hand. Adopt technology, improve productivity, have a higher standard of living, get paid more. Take care.